I wasn't good at anything else. I really wanted to be a firefighter when I was a kid. Fair amount of aviation in both sides of my family tree, mechanics and pilots. I was going to go airlines until I got my first helicopter ride, and then I really fell in love with helicopters, the flexibility of them. You're not just getting in the pointy end of an aluminum tube and going from a runway to a runway. We have the flexibility to fly like birds. We do construction, put up power lines, set air conditioners. We do rescues, we do medevac. We do wildlife surveys, wildlife capture, firefighting. What can you not do with a helicopter? I get up in the morning, I don't know what my day is going to bring. Is it going to be a tour? Is it going to be a fire? Flood? Who knows? So that's what makes it interesting. There's so many. Some of the wildlife research is a lot of fun. One of my favorite jobs currently is working up north of Fort Smith, capturing juvenile whooping cranes, working for conservation efforts in North America. The rescue work we've done. Probably one of my most vivid memories is, and I wasn't even flying the helicopter, but I jumped out of a helicopter into the frozen Clearwater River to help a lady and her dog get out of a trailer that was surrounded by floodwaters. I had no idea how deep the water was in her yard when I let go of the skids and fell into the frozen water. So I ended up in the pond, but managed to swim over to the trailer, got her and the dog up on the roof, and I had to carry the German Shepherd up the ladder on my shoulders to get on top of the trailer. So it's a good thing I like dogs. Well, the people, diversity. It's really, when our kids were growing up here, they had a great education, the tech was there in school, but the diversity, they played soccer and they had coaches from Scotland and Venezuela. It was a very diverse town. The energy level, I wasn't born an entrepreneur, but I came here and met entrepreneurs, and it's very encouraging to meet those people and go, they have no boundaries, these guys. They just, well, there's a good idea, let's do it. So the entrepreneurial spirit of the area, and I think that started with, right back when oil sands started in the 60s. Let's take this stuff and dig it up and make oil out of it. So it's always been there. It's got everything you need from the aspect of a community as far as services, nightlife, restaurants, all the amenities of a big city are here, but you're a little city inside a forest. You're surrounded by rivers and wildlife and green spaces. And that is the other benefit of being here, is I get to get outside of the city and you can go recreate. You can snowmobile, you can ATV, you can fish, you can hunt, do all that. It's all here, right at the end of the road. Came here in 1980 just to fight a forest fire, never really got away again. Wife, high school girlfriend, we lived in Medicine Hat for a while, so once I moved to Fort McMurray permanently, between 80 and 85, I was doing work out of here, but all over the place up in the Arctic Islands. It was sort of like home for half the year, and then it became full-time home in 1985, and then my wife moved up in 87. Next thing you know, we had a house, a van, a dog, a kid, and here we are. There's a lot of bureaucracy in town, I find. Red tape reduction, we're trying to do that. We should make the community more open to business. Fly in, fly out with the camps, yeah, I see the reason for it, and it's probably always going to be a component. Do we want more people in town? Sure, we want to grow the community. We want more people living here. We want more babies born here and educated here. But really, the town, I think, has to become a little more welcoming of business and make it easier to operate here. I've been in business almost 33 years in Fort McMurray, and every time we want to do some kind of a major project, it's a struggle to get through planning and development, and it seems like the answer you always get first is no. That's on a local level. How do we make it better on a local level? Global or national level or North American level? We just got to keep fighting back on these people who are blaming oil sands for everything. I get to travel all over the planet, and when I go down to places like California, you see drill rigs hidden underneath fake buildings, and you see pump jacks on the side of the highway. Nobody from California should ever be commenting on Fort McMurray and oil. That's the hypocrisy of it all. And part of it is nobody wants to give up on plastics or synthetics or anything else that comes from products that are produced here. They don't want us to produce the products, but they don't want to give up on all the easy parts of their life. That hypocrisy is, so deep. I think that would go a long way if we give people to stop being hypocrites. It would really be better for Fort McMurray. That's how we could make it better here.